Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome again in the virtual learning system of Pakistan International School Taif, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. As you know that this is virtual class for class 10 student, subject computer science, and today is our second lecture. Teacher is teacher name is Imran Ahmed. Yesterday or in previous lecture we were discussing the chapter number 1, which is programming techniques. In previous lecture, the feedback of our previous lecture is, in previous lecture, we have discussed the first 5 short question over there, which was define computer or what is a computer. So definition of computer we have discussed. Second question was very important. What is algorithm and what is the role of algorithm in problem solving? Yesterday we discussed in very detail this topic. Next question was, what is a flow chart? We have discussed this topic yesterday. What are the advantages of using flowchart? After that, the symbols which are used for drawing a flowchart. This one arrow symbol, rounded rectangular shaped symbol, parallelogram, diamond shape, and the last was rectangular block. Today we will discuss the today topic extensive question or long question, you can say that, which are first long question is describe the steps involved in a problem solving. It means that whenever or you are trying to solve a problem or computer program, whenever you are making a computer program, what are the steps are needed? Computer program means if any organization asks you that we want to make a computer program for my company or organization, then what to do? So you must follow the following steps one by one, and we will discuss over here one by one all of those steps. So understanding the problem, describe the steps involved in problem solving. First step is understanding the problem. You must know what is the problem of. Let's say our school says to you, we want to computerize our examination system. Now, what to do? You must know about the examination system, current examination system, how it works, how it is performed. Let's say it is generating DMC result card. It is generating a result sheet also. So many things are performed. So you must know how they are already working. So you these steps must be in your mind. The problem must be in your mind. What they are currently doing. Understanding the problem is our first step. Programmer must first understand how a human solves a problem, then is translate it into a set of instruction into a programming language. It means that you must know before solving your or before making your computer program for that organization, you must know about that company or about that organization. Why we want to know? Before, because we know only the code. Code means if I am a programmer, I know the code, I can make the program in C language, but I don't know what are they doing in a company. So it is better for that company, first of all they will introduce me how they are working. So in order to make a computer program for that company, I must know about that company. So this is understanding the problem that a computer can understand and execute. The following steps are involved in problem solving on a computer. Number 1, defining the problem. You must know that define. Second, analyzing the problem. Third, planning the solution of the problem. Number 4, candidate solution of a problem. Number 5, select the best solution. Now we will discuss these steps, these 5 steps in detail one by one. First is defining the problem. It is very important. to understand the problem before the programmer starts working on the solution. No need to sit at the computer. Let's say in the mathematics paper, in the examination, what is the first step to solve your question, or what is the first step to solve when you saw the paper? So when I saw in most of the students, when they have the paper at their hands, they tick about that question, that I will solve this question, I know this question. It means that you have decided that you can solve that question. So it is very important to understand the problem. Why you take that question? Because you already understand that problem. If you don't know the answer of the question, you don't select it in the examination. Is it? Yes, I know all the boys do the same. So it is very important to understand the problem before the programmer starts working on its solution. The following are the steps. Which are the steps? Following are the steps. Carefully read the problem. Let's say they are writing, they give you some files. You are going to computerize an organization, and they give you some files to read about because you are going to understand the organization. So carefully read the problem. Find out what the problem asks to do. So at that time, your mind click what the problem asks to do. Third, what information can be obtained from the problem. Number four step, what is required to be calculated as a solution of the problem. The required calculated solution means what you want to do with the problem. So calculation, you will do the calculation over there when you are watching the files, that the work is hard or simple. So at that time you will have to decide, you can computerize the organization or not. So calculate the solution of the problem. If you know, yes, I can computerize that company, then you will calculate the solution. So you comes to the solution on that time. Next step, okay, defining the problem is defined now yourself. Second step is analyzing the problem. Now your analysis will be start. In the first step, they give you the files. Next step, analyzing the problem. At this stage of problem solving, the programmer investigate the problem and gather as much as information as possible to find a solution. Let's say in the exam you are going to computerize an examination system. So you get some kind of files from the examination. Let's say you have the result card, you have the result sheet. Now what is the next? Now second step, you will investigate you will ask, if you have some problem in your mind, then you will go to Search. He will tells you, we will do these things like this one, this. So now your meeting is going to be start with the persons. At this stage, problem solving, the programmer investigate the problem and gathers as much as information as possible to find a solution. So you will meet the other person and you will gather some kind of information which can help you to make a computer program. The following questions are to be asked to analyze the problem. What are? Is it possible to solve the problem on a computer? First question is this: is it possible? Yes, if it is possible, then goes to the next step. What is to be done to find the solution of the problem? What is to be done? Means you will use which kind of program? Let's say C language, Visual Basic, C++. So this kind of question arises at your in your mind. So you will decide at that time. What is the proper sequence of steps to solve the problem? Proper sequence of steps means we will discuss about the algorithm in the previous lecture. What are the sequence of the steps? What are inputs and what outputs is required? Input means what kind of inputs? How many personnel you require to computerize that program? Personnel means you require laptop, and the RAM of the laptop should be 4 GB or 2 GB, or a hard disk of the. So this question, so these are the inputs. And what are the output? When you have complete the question, so what will be the output of that program? Next question, next step will be how many solutions are possible. One solution is you are making the program in Visual Basic. Another solution must be in your mind. If the Visual Basic has some kind of restriction, then you must follow any other language to solve computerize that problem. Which solution is the best and why? Which solution is the best? Now you will have select the that if you say no, this is the best for the making a program, so you select the best one and you will have to decide why this one is the best. How solution will be implemented? How solution, and if after the completion of that program, so how solution will be implemented means how can you be install that program. So all of these questions, this is the analyzing the problem. So when you have analyzed the problem, you must go to the next step, and next step is planning. So you in the first step you understand the problem, in the second you analyze the problem. Two steps are cleared in your mind and you have collected the files and you have decided I am going to be computerized, I am going this solution, I will make this solution, or I will make the program for this company or organization. Now next step is planning the solution of the problem. Planning the solution of the problem is creative stage of problem solving. It refers to dividing the solution into steps. Now, when you have gathered all the information, now you will divide that information or files or into stepwise and arranging them into a proper order. Because in office, you will see there are a lot of files are present. They give you read this one. Now you will have when you come collect and understand the solution, understand the problem, and analyze the problem. Now you will come to your own organization, own company, and you will arrange them properly. So it will be help when you will be make a computer program. After analyzing the problem, the following planning is required. How to discuss a problem? Talk to the right person. Now right person, let's say in the examination system, who is sitting over there in the examination system, in our school examination system, Sir Chandu is sitting for the board classes. So you will concerned with the Sir Chandu, you will not concerned with the me about the examination system. So talk to the right person. Next step, focus on talking about the problem with the product or services. Third, stay calm and reasonable. Don't think I will not do. Stay calm. Tell them what outcome you want. Tell means tell the another person what outcome will be, that the benefits outcome means you must tell the benefits of computerized system. Expect questions. Expect question means you can ask the question and you can reply their questions answer. So this is the planning stage of the problem. Next is candid solution of a problem. All the possible solution of a problem that produce correct result are known as candid solution. All the possible solution of a problem that produce correct result. Let's say you are right in each and every step. So it means that you have candid solution. To find candid solution of a problem, programmer has to look for different methods to solve the problem. Now you have decided in your mind, you are clear that I can do this question and answer, I will make this computerized system. So has to different method to solve. So in your mind, let's say in the mathematics paper, there are different way to solve a particular problem. Let's say question is you want to do a matrix with the how many methods are involved, linear method or whatever in the mathematics subject. So if single question can be solved with the different solution and come up with the several solution. Next step, okay, candidate solution is the next step is select the best solution. Now select the best solution means you will watch your time. Watch your time means you have, let's say they give you short limit of time. They say we need this computer program within 3 months. So you also have to decide that the best solution, which will be the best solution to solve that program in 3 months. So you will select the best solution. Select the best solution. After finding the candidate solution, only one solution can be selected. The selection of final solution of a problem should be based on the following criteria. Which criteria is? The selected solution of a problem should be efficient. Over here, the one step is efficient. It means that each and everybody can operate that program, not only you. Because you are the programmer, you can do it, but rest of the persons who will use that program, they don't know about your programming, how they will use. So your program should be efficient. Next step, the selected solution of the problem should provide a cost-effective way of implementation. Cost-effective, it will give you benefit, not a loss. So cost-effective way of implementation. So it should be effective for both parties. One is your company and where you're doing job, and one is another company whose project you are doing, or whose company, that company whom you program you are making for. So this program should be effective for you. It will give you profit, and also for those who that company for whom you are making a computer program. So both will be happy and both will be getting the profit for that program. The selected solution, next step is the selected solution of the problem should not be complicated. Over here in the second step, it was efficient, and in the last step, in the fourth step, should not be complicated. Let's say a layman person, if he sit or using your program, then he can use your program easily, so it is efficient. And complicated means if a already well-known computer person though is sit at your program or using your program, and he don't know what you have done, so it means that this is a complicated program. So this one was a question, very important question. Most of the time I saw this question in the paper. Another name of this question is, over here they describe the steps involved in a problem solving. So you can say that in another books in second year or first year, they says that system development life cycle. Write a note on the system development life cycle. So these are the first step. Few steps are there. Understanding the problem, number one. If you understand the problem, in understanding the problem there are different steps are there. Second was defining the problem. When you have understand this one, explain analyzing the problem, and the next step is planning the solution of the problem. Next was candidate solution of a problem, and the last step of understanding the problem is select the best solution. I hope you have get the today lecture. Inshallah, next lecture we will discuss the next topics. Till now, one more thing, important thing. So in the previous lecture, I told you pause the screen. Pause means when video is running, just pause the screen after the lecture, not now. Download the video, pause the screen, watch later again and again, and write these questions in your notebooks and copies. Till then, inshallah, tomorrow we will discuss the further topics. Till then, take care. Pray for me, pray for all Muslims. Take care. Allah Hafiz.